Hey there everyone, I'm Dresden and welcome back to another episode of Downhill Madness Monday. Today we're going to be testing 3 more vehicles, see if they can make it down the rally course and what time they get. We're starting off with this, the Abishu Covet Rally Gravel. I want to try and make this a challenger for the Ram TRX. That thing has been up there for a long time. So today's vehicles are going to challenge the Dodge Ram TRX that is in first place and has been since pretty early episode, like 11 or something, probably. So let's see if this can do it. Doesn't look like it's that fast, but we're gonna drive it pretty hard, at least on the first attempt, and see if we can get a quick time and maybe even a first place overall time. If I drove all the vehicles like I'm gonna drive the vehicles in this episode, they'd all be pretty quick. They'd all definitely be quicker than their current times, if I've ran them already. But we will just have to wait and see how these ones do. So this is a rally car. We don't commonly take rally cars down our rally course, which is strange, but it's true. But this particular rally car has some stiff suspension, it feels like something's funky about the suspension on this thing, going over bumps. I'm not a big fan. It also could be because it's so light that doesn't really like compress, because there's not much weight on the vehicle to compress. I don't know what it is. That was weird. We almost hit a rock as well. Keep it together, come on. Okay. Kept it together. Also, sorry about the 3D printer in the background. It's just a common thing at this point. I think we're pulling to the left, which is not good. We are somewhere around halfway through, maybe a little over halfway through this. Feels like a decent time as long as I don't spin out. But our front wheels are taking a large battering. It's taking a lot of skill to drive this this fast. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but it's really having a hard time staying straight. That won't help our time. I don't think we're going to beat the Ram for this one, but we're still going to give it the good old college try. It's rolling again. You know, we haven't had a vehicle that didn't make it down on the first attempt for a while. And this was looking really promising. But now it's just kind of, I mean, it's an interesting turn of events for this, because this was driving pretty well and now it's just taken a hammering. Yeah, I'm not, I guess, not very great at driving vehicles flat out, you know? Like, if this hasn't proven it, then I don't know what will, because driving this flat out, as I've rolled it twice. Still trying to stay, like, mainly, like, flat out where I can, but this vehicle can't handle going flat out on this rally course. Granted, this is it's more of a Baja course than a rally course, which, I mean, is promising for the next vehicle, I believe. I guess we'll find out. Oh boy, anti-lock braking system is non-existent on this. Okay, I mean, that still won't be a terrible time for the Covet. Just not a great time. There it is across the line. Oh boy, Abishu Covet, look at you. Rolled twice, still made it on the first attempt, which is impressive. Rear wheels are not at a good angle. Front wheels aren't either. We collapsed that front right suspension. Just rough shape. Overall, it's, yeah, a little rough. Alright, on to the next vehicle for this episode. Alright everyone, you're gonna like this one. This is the Gavril Legromer V8 4-wheel drive. It's a Legrand Bruckle Legrand on a Gavril Roamer body or chassis with the Roamer's wheels and everything. It's a mod, if you couldn't tell. I don't know who would do this, but it's absurd and I love it. This is the one I was talking about. It might kind of like the bumps. Not sure. It doesn't feel incredibly fast. I'm also looking at it for the first time, not in just a picture. It's scary how top heavy it looks. I'm sure the Legrand's body is not very light, and I feel like top heavy is something that we should worry about. Definitely enjoys the bumps though. Eats the bumps for breakfast, practically. Feels pretty good too. I mean, it doesn't feel like we're going super fast, but that's because it's a pretty large vehicle. And generally, larger vehicles feel slower than smaller vehicles do. So it doesn't feel like we're going very fast. I don't know how fast the Ram took it. But this is... I think we have a contender here. I know how fast the Ram took the straight. I think it was like 75-ish miles an hour on the straightaway. We'll see if we can get there with this. I feel like we can. I just feel like we'll have a hard time keeping it in a straight line, potentially. Let's go ahead and be a little less cautious on that bump, because this can take it. And we will go down the straightaway. This is what I consider the straightaway. It's not exactly straight, but it's the closest thing we've got to one. Yeah, we took that about 70-ish, I think. I wasn't really paying attention after about halfway through, but I think that was around 70-ish miles an hour. This is feeling really, really dang good. Almost rolled over there. This is where we rolled. We had a pretty big tumble, actually, in the last vehicle. So let's try not to do that. Yeah, this feels really nice on the bumps. It's staying straight. I don't think we've taken any damage yet, knock on wood. I knocked on my desk. I don't know if you guys could hear that or not. My desk is just a kitchen table that's pretty exposed wood. Yeah, this feels pretty good. Alright, this turn's scary. Take it with some speed, some gusto. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it'll be first place, but it'll be... I mean, it's got the potential, it feels like, to be a nice top 10 time. And I'm gonna hope for that, at least. There it is. Across the line. Almost had a tumble at the end, but we didn't. This is the best conditioned vehicle we've had finish, I think. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. All the windows are intact. I guess the bumper's maybe a little bent where it connects. It's got a little bend in it. Front bumper's got a little bend in it where it connects to. Roof's smooth though. I mean, it fared pretty dang well. Oh. That last impact, it's turning to the right a lot, actually. Yeah, it definitely pulls to the right now. This is a very capable vehicle, though. It's a strange one. Very capable, though. Yeah, it's definitely pulling. Alrighty, well, on to the third and final vehicle for this episode. If this didn't beat the Ram, I don't know what will. But we're gonna send it with one more vehicle, give it the good old college try, and see what happens. And finally, for this episode, we have this, the Hirochi Sunburst Rally Gravel. Another gravel rally car to try this out in this episode. We already had the Covette, I don't know, gravel rally car, and now we have the Sunburst. This is pretty much Subaru WRX mixed with a Mitsubishi Lancer. And it should be pretty decent. It's quite powerful. So not fully a full-out vehicle, even though I was gonna try and go pedal to the metal. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think rally cars are the right choice for this this course here. I feel like it's definitely more built for larger off-road vehicles, because rally cars don't have the suspension travel to do what this course asks of them. Like this one, I mean, it's so bouncy, and this is a Baja course more than a rally course. Even though I call it a rally course, it's definitely more of a Baja, because it is so unreasonably bouncy that normal vehicles with like suspension tuned for gravel rallying aren't gonna do very well on this, and that's just because it's so bouncy that they're tuned to, you know, not bounce, but they're tuned to not bounce on surfaces that aren't particularly bouncy. And here we have a dirt trail, pretty much, that is just full of bumps and jumps and divots, potholes everywhere. It's not made for this. Even though I, again, say it's a rally course, it's not made for this. And I'm sure I could drive the vehicles better. Again, I say this every single episode. It's a test of me driving the vehicles, not just the capability of the vehicles. If it was a test of just the capability, I would do multiple runs where I make it down with no damage on every run and average the time, if I really cared. Or take the best time even, because that would be the most capable. But this is a test of me driving the vehicles, and we are going to complete it and factor that in. Do it as such, you know? That's how we're gonna do this. Is that tree a solid tree? I don't know. The fence isn't solid. I know I can drive through the fence. I can drive through the cows. They're not real. Cows are fake. Cows don't actually exist, believe it or not. BeamNG.drive proves that. Yeah, so we gotta be real careful on turns, because the rear wheels are so bent in that it grip rolls like crazy. There's barely a contact patch on the ground for really either of the rear wheels, but especially the left one. And so just a little like turn will just roll this thing over at this point, which we don't particularly want. Not particularly. I do want to make it on the first attempt though, because we seem to have pretty good luck make it on the first attempt in the past, I don't know, I would say even like 5 episodes. I don't know for sure. You guys can let me know in the comments. If anyone decides to comment on the video, you guys should comment. Like, if you've watched this far, comment something. Because, and yeah, you can comment on TVs. You can look at the comments on TVs. I think you can make one. Phone, computer, tablet, smartwatch, mini fridge, whatever you're watching this on, just leave a comment so I know that you're enjoying the series, because I know it gets views, but views don't tell me if you enjoy it. Views tell me if someone clicks on the video, whether on accident or on purpose, or lets it autoplay on accident. And the view duration is usually 1.5 minutes on these videos that are 20 minutes long. So, by the way, we made it to the bottom. So let me know if you are watching the video, because I would like to know. Anyway, we made it to the bottom on the first attempt. Wasn't a fast time at all. Actually, it will probably be further down than dead center on our leaderboard. I want to see if I can get this to grip real quick on the tarmac. I'm not sure if I can. I know I can on the dirt. Oh gosh, it just doesn't turn. That wasn't a grip roll. That doesn't count. That was just a roll. It's like a bread roll, not a grip roll, you know. They're not the same. You can't even eat a grip roll. Or sorry, you can't even eat a bread roll. You can eat a grip roll. Just fine. Tastes like melted rubber and asphalt. Boink. Alright. Grip roll. Tasty snack, grip roll. You ready? Wow. Actually, that was kind of a grip roll. It was just more of a... There's a lot of sand here. Let's be top heavy for some reason. Roll. Okay. Anyway. We made it. Whoa. That's insane. Look at the spoiler. What happens if I grab it? Oh, I stopped it. Alright, anyway, guys. Onto the leaderboard for today's episode. Alright, and now onto the leaderboard for today's episode. So in 5th place overall, we have the Legromer V8 4-wheel drive with a time of 2 minutes 57.6 seconds. It's all pretty close up there except for the Ram. That's like 10 seconds ahead of everything else. It's gonna take a while to beat that one. But it beat the other ones, so that's pretty good. Next up, in 36th place, we have the Abishu Covid Rally Gravel with a time of 3 minutes 29.1 seconds. And all the way down in 64th place is our Abishu Sunburst Rally Gravel. I don't know if it's Abishu, I think it is. With a time of 4 minutes and 13 seconds, tied with the Bolide 390 GT. But since I ran it later and got better at driving, it is below it. But that's almost like last place. That's a pretty bad time. Alright, and as always, let's send the last vehicle off the Stairway Mountain. If you're wondering why it's called Stairway Mountain, here's why. Whoa. So scenic. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to smash the like button, hit the red subscribe button, and the bell icon down below to get notified of when I upload. And until next time, this has been Dresden on BeamNG.drive, doing another episode of Downhill Madness. Downhill Madness Monday, as the folks call it nowadays. Anyway. Yep, hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time, that's a pretty hard hit on the front. You know, the roll cage is doing us pretty good. Anyway, goodbye.